Hey there. So today I'm going to have my second vlog entry for the Silver Life channel, and I'm still getting the hang of it. But I figure that it's good practice to do makeup and keep sort of a verbal log of what's happening um, as I'm performing here in Helsinki. So the last couple of days and part of last week, the weather's gotten a lot warmer. Um, it's been still hard to get a clear day. There's been a lot of snow and a lot of sometimes sleet and rain when the snow turns to half rain and half ice. That's like definitely the worst weather. I can say last week I was walking out to perform one day and I felt really just, I didn't know what I was doing when I was going out there to perform. And it was it was really interesting because the first person that I walked around a lot trying to stay out of the rain, and I was really just trying to avoid having my costume destroyed or having the rain hit my makeup and have it wash off. And so I walked around to a bunch of different indoor places that were either taken or I couldn't find the guards to ask for permission. But eventually, I decided to just stand out in the snow and just sort of you know show that it doesn't matter what the elements are, that no matter how crummy the weather gets, I'm still gonna um, do what I went out there to do, and I'm not just gonna let poor weather have me waste a day. So so I went out there and I started performing, and the first person who gave me any donation at all came up from behind where I was performing and put a €10 note inside the bucket or inside my hat, and that that gesture right there, it kind of just woke me up a little bit and said that, you know what, it reminded me that I don't need to go out and perform specifically for money. A lot of people, they do their jobs just to get money. They base the value of their job, the value of basically what they spend, a third of their life doing. They base it on the amount of money that they get doing it. And at times in the past, I've found this as something that I also fell into that trap too. And it's not really leading you to anywhere, because money, it only has, it runs out, it goes away, it's temporary, and somebody can give you a little bit of money today and tomorrow you'll spend it, and once it's gone you'll have to go back to work. So what I've learned, and what that gesture that this one person who gave me €10, when I felt like a bit of a worthless performer, that that maybe what I was doing, for a second it crossed my mind that, hey, maybe am I pointless? Yeah. It just woke me up and said, you know what, this one person, they gave €10 not because they thought that I don't know why they did it, but it reminded me that I shouldn't go out to perform with expectations of earning a lot of money. If I do earn money, then it's a consolation. It's a bonus. It's in addition to the feelings that I get from going out, the happiness that I share, taking part in joy with people, and really getting to experience what makes us so uniquely human, and why we need each other in a community, and why there needs to be a silver painted man out there for everybody to see and to spread joy. And so those €10 was really just saying from that one guy, we need you, and we want you. And that's really what a lot of people are searching for, is acceptance, and getting somebody to tell you, hey, you're useful, you're valuable, and we see that value in you. It's it's definitely going to help grow the productivity of everybody in whatever dream they follow. So I kept performing out there, and I decided, one of the other performers who was a tap dancer, she told me, her name is Luna. She said that when you're out there performing, you really have to make sure that if you don't have a smile on your face, the people are going to walk away. So make sure you keep that smile on your face, because if you stop smiling, they're not going to stop and want to be with you while you're being, really depressed or that you are, not having a good day. How are you going to give somebody else a good day if you're not having a good day? So she said always smiling helps her, even when she doesn't want to smile. She sticks that smile on, and sure enough, somebody gives her a tip. So I decided to freeze in costume while performing with a smile on my face. And sure enough, people that walked by that didn't even stop to say anything, or didn't even stop to look or take a picture or give even 5 cents, these people were seeing my smile, and they were smiling too. And I think that even unknowingly, they were getting the message of what I was sharing to them about why I go out to perform. And that's to share happiness, to share joy, to bring love into people's lives who are often feeling abandoned and rejected in their own lives, and feeling like they are worthless and that their dreams are going nowhere. So my message has been, my outlook has been not to measure your significance or your value or your success on the amount of money that you make, but really with everything that you do, go out into the world and share love, share happiness, and give people a reason to be alive besides just being a part of an economy. The economy, it's there, it's happening. People are all looking for jobs. They're trying to find some place to be accepted. But at the end of the day, money without community, without friends to share it with, without time to spend with that money, it really doesn't amount to anything very much at all. So that leads me to what has been happening in the last couple of days. I got the camera out when I was performing, and I started chopping up a couple of clips of what's been happening here in Helsinki, and how the performance is changing from what I used to do in New York. And it's extremely inspiring, because I'm getting, even the simple social media things, when you're getting the likes or the hearts on Instagram or whatever it may be, hearing from fans, hearing from friends, from people who are on the other side of the world, and from people who are just around the corner. It reminds me that people need to have somebody going out there and chasing after that impossible dream, trying to accomplish something, trying to make something of themselves, against the odds. And really the only way, I feel like that's my responsibility as a performer, and the only way that I can really share that message with anyone is by going out and being the one who's a bit unconventional, who doesn't fall into the trap of society's expectations upon who you are, what you're supposed to look like, how you're supposed to act, how much money you're supposed to make, and what's your real place in society. Too often we spend our time stressed out and overwhelmed by not being able to really measure up to the expectations of basically a world that's put you in a disadvantaged spot. And so instead of being disadvantaged, you have to stop playing by the rules that prevent you from ever getting ahead. You can make your own rules. You can live your own life. You can follow your own dreams. And it's important that we all remember that. It's important that we take that with us every single day in every kind of activity that we do. Because even if the message in your email says you owe us X amount of dollars for your student loans, or the credit card companies tell you you're in debt and we're going to take your car or take your house, or however perilous the world may seem to you, you have to remember that you are never in debt when you have good friends. And you are never going bankrupt if you have people that you love and that love you in return. So I guess today I'm really resonating on the idea that you should really cherish the people in your lives that have supported you. And through this, I want to say thank you to everyone who follows what I'm doing, follows the Silver Cowboy across all kinds of social media, because it's such a good reminder that what I'm doing is actually jumping into people's lives in their living rooms, on their their ride to work, on the train, whatever. They're watching the video and they're having an experience, and they're getting outside their own complicated lives, and really hopefully they're following their dreams and getting a little bit more inspiration to challenge themselves to think bigger than what they expected they could do before. And so I hope you do that. I hope you look at the outcome of your imagination, and you see the future in a way that is brighter than what you could have ever seen before, and then chase after that, follow that dream, because I think that goodness and dedication will be seen. And so don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on your dreams. And just a reminder, art stands still without you. A couple new videos coming on Silver Life this week. And as always, check us out on Instagram. It's at the Silver Cowboy. And Facebook looks like the place where we're going to be posting all our videos. So we'll be putting up at least a minute-long video every couple days from what's happening out there in the streets. So stay tuned. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.